Match reaction, Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. Your reaction to that game?
I worry about Wednesday night. I don't know how we're going to score. That's my first thoughts. I look at the team, I look at everything about tonight, and it was all about Wednesday night. I thought they did well, decent start, but I just look at it right throughout the game. HOJLUND again, ineffective. Is it his fault? Is it the system? Is it the way they play? But the opportunities there tonight down the middle, absolutely none. Did himself no favours, HOJLUND, didn't hold it up and that. I just look at the first half and I think to myself, a decent start, and it was a striker's goal, but not a striker from who we want. And that's what I worry about. Maguire again up there, puts the ball in, really great strike. But you have to look at it in the context of he set that team up with a view to Wednesday night. And I thought to myself, there was plenty of space out wide. I thought they played decent in the first half within themselves. The back three were comfortable. And if you look at that back three, you look at Luke Shaw, Van Gaal brought him in, Harry Maguire, Solskjaer brought him in, and then Lindelof, Mourinho brought him in. I thought they played all right. I didn't think Chelsea really played well. I think they were a bit frightened, a bit nervous and that. But I look at the first half and I say to myself, yeah, I was happy with that. Maguire played all right. Casemiro played all right. Bruno got the ball out wide, moved it pretty quick, I thought to myself, but just ineffective. HOJLUND again, is it his fault? I'm not convinced it's all his fault. But
some of the hold-up play, though. I mean, some of that hold-up play there, and, I could come out with all sorts of words there, which I don't think's the right thing to do, but it needs to be better and much, much better.
No, I agree with you, and I think everyone out there will agree with you. His hold-up play has been absolutely abysmal, to be honest, right throughout the year, not just tonight. But that's the worry, and it is all about Wednesday night. I thought the first half just went. I thought United did sort of create space and that. Chelsea weren't in it. They were frightened. And I thought to myself, right, at half-time, what's going to happen the second half? And for me, I thought Chelsea were really poor. I thought they were really poor. I thought they had to come out and take risks and everything, and I thought that would have opened the space up and that. But the second half, it was poor from both sides. It was stop, start. There was no rhythm to the game or anything, and I thought this is just going to fade out this game. But I was worried about injuries and that. And I'll tell you something now. Halfway through that second half, worst player on the pitch was the referee. He was just booking United players. He wasn't booking them. I thought he was really, really poor. And he sort of interrupted the game a lot. Do you know what I mean? But I just thought to myself, where's this game going? It's drifting. It's just drifting away. United weren't creating opportunities. And it was getting boring, to be honest with you. And I was just like thinking, don't get injured. And that was the main focus. Like I say, all about Wednesday night, all the players, they were making changes and that. But let me tell you something now. The first danger there was the goalkeeper, our goalkeeper, Onana. I could not believe what he was doing, running out to a player who was going nowhere. And the ref gave the penalty. And I thought, first look, it was a penalty. But he didn't need to do it. And it was like, are you bored of something? Are you bored, Onana? Why are you doing that? There was plenty of players there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the best Onana is a quiet Onana, in my view. But going into that second half, you're looking at players like Ahmad, etc., Mason Mount, who started the game. Do you think they're nailed on to start next Wednesday in the Europa League final, or does Garnacho come in for you and make that starting position?
No, I think that team is set up is virtually nailed there. We called it the other day, even with Lindelof. We said, like, Lindelof looks like Lindelof will play. I think that's the team will start because he made the changes. There might be maybe one. There might be maybe one, say maybe Ugarte, possibly. But I think that's the side he's going to start with. I thought Ahmad, slow first half and that, but he got into it in the second half.
I must say, Cucurella in that first half, he had him in his pocket sometimes. He kept him really quiet, I thought, Ahmad. He come more livelier in the second half. Had a good opportunity, a shot on goal, which was one of our only shots that I can remember, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Cucurella and the Chelsea team sort of kept that side of the wing play pretty quiet. I think the more more it was on Dorgu's side than that. Do you know what I mean? But there wasn't enough overlapping. That's what was poor about it.
The thing is, you was mentioning about HOJLUND earlier on about, is it all his fault? And sometimes I'm just looking more from him. So when them balls are, on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, surely he has to move over to help the players on that side, but help himself as well. Surely he wants to go and get the ball, when he's not had the ball for periods of time himself and get involved in the action.
I look at HOJLUND and I thought to myself, why aren't you creating your own space? He sort of like, when he was up there, he stuck to the centre half, and the centre half just man-marked him all the time. He didn't create any space whatsoever, and that's possibly because that's poor play from HOJLUND, and he has got to step it up Wednesday night, because I do worry, and I seriously worry about where the goals are coming from. I thought, like, going down the wing, there was lots of wing play, first half, second half, more on Ahmad's side in the second half, whereas the first half, Dorgu was down there. I thought he looked more lively, Dorgu, and I thought Bruno, till he went off, I thought he was like really decent getting in there and that, and I thought they were like running around and that, and they didn't shirk the tackles, which was like a bit of a worry, to be honest with you. I just hope everyone who was on there tonight walks away without any niggles and that, because I thought it was a decent performance considering what's at stake.
Well, you got to look.
No, with what's at stake for Wednesday night. Yeah. Listen, at times there, it was a poor game of football, but the two teams provided that. I thought Chelsea were really poor, and I thought United were just content at times, especially that second half, just to be in the game, keep hold of the ball, and not really commit themselves. So from a United point of view, I thought it was a decent performance considering going to Wednesday, it was just about getting there. Does it matter about a defeat tonight? No, it certainly does not matter. I mean, that's the 16th loss. Was
18.
The 18th loss. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. In the context of the season, yes, it's not acceptable. We know that it's not acceptable. But the thing is, no one thought we'd go there and win anyway. It was a matter of going there, trying to put on a performance, trying to sort of get some rhythm for Wednesday night. And I think you have to look at the defence, you have to look at the midfield. I thought they played reasonably well against a poor Chelsea side, but they're going to have to step it up for Wednesday.
Definitely going to have to step it up. And yeah, I was a bit surprised with Chelsea tonight, considering they're battling it out for a Champions League place. And Man United were in the game, I thought, for large parts of it. But it comes back to the same old story, doesn't it? Yeah. Up front, we've just got not enough players who are confident to stick the ball in the back of the net. And you talk about you're worried going into Wednesday about scoring goals. Your only threats look like Bruno Fernandes, who's going to create or score anything, and Harry Maguire. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, Bruno was creative. I thought the midfield worked well. I thought where Casemiro was, where he was sticking there, he was doing all right. He was intercepting and he was doing some good short passing. So the midfield was up for it tonight, but there was nothing forward. And going into the game, I was worried that United wouldn't be on the front foot, and United were on the front foot. It's just that it broke down when it got to the 18-yard box, and we all know why. There wasn't enough balls into HOJLUND. HOJLUND wasn't getting the other side of the centre half. He was losing the ball, and he sort of wanted to fight. You could see he wanted to fight. He was fighting in our own penalty area when there was corners and that. There was no need for it. I don't know where his brain's at tonight. So the whole game, I just looked at it, I am critical of HOJLUND tonight. I am critical of the forward play. But in overall, I've got to look at it and say to myself, right, we've got Wednesday night. Them players there, they've had a good run out, everything like that. And someone and somewhere has to step it up in front of goal. There wasn't that many chances tonight, apart from Maguire's, Ahmad. He had a shot. Unfortunately, Mason Mount got on the end of the ball just a little bit too late. But there wasn't enough opportunities in front of goal. And that is the worry going into Wednesday night. And really, when I sum it all up, it's all about Wednesday. And I just say to myself, the game's over. The ref had a poor game. We was poor up front. Harry Maguire marshalled the back. And Bruno marshalled the midfield. That's all I can say about it. So fingers crossed that we were able to sort of like step it up Wednesday night. And that's it, really.
tonight's just not good enough. 18 defeats in a season, and let's be honest with ourselves, with me and you especially, that if we went in the Europa League final, I think this match reaction after that loss would be very, very different. So when they go to Bilbao on Wednesday, they have to bring that trophy home. They have to. So thanks for joining us, getting involved with your own opinions, and smash that like button. We'll be back tomorrow with another video, so get that notification on, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.